welcome to the Harborview. I'm Joe Collymore. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation has activated 3 new traffic signals in Hingham as part of the Derby Street Corridor Road Improvement Project. The signals are at Old Derby, the Route 3 North off-ramp, and the Route 53 off-ramp. The signals had previously been on flash mode. Hingham Police asked that drivers take notice of the new traffic flow due to the working lights. This project was initially started to address ongoing safety and capacity issues in the area. The project has been in the works since 2018 with a targeted completion date of spring 2020. The Corridor Improvement Project includes intersection improvements, new sidewalks, and new traffic signals at both Route 3 north and southbound expressway ramps. Of top priority is making the 0.8-mile corridor more pedestrian and bicyclist friendly. The state is expected to pick up most of the roughly $5 million tab. The swap shop at the Hingham transfer station is popular for a reason, and that's the variety of offerings seems nearly endless. The message shared by swap shop coordinator Bill Marshall is, always shop here first. And that's not surprising when you hear stories of people furnishing their offices, dorm rooms, kitchens, and even a new home with dishes, furniture, and other high-quality items from the swap shop. New volunteers are welcomed. For more information, check out the Public Works Swap Shop link below. From good quality furniture and lamps to sporting goods and really cool, gently used kid stuff, there's something for everyone, and it's all free. You can drop off or pick up items most of the days the transfer station is open, Thursday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., depending on the weather. One enthusiastic swap shop regular had this to say, "There's wonderful stuff here. This is recycling at its best, and it's a lot of fun." Hingham Police are warning residents not to give out private information over the phone to people they don't know. This is after an elderly woman fell victim to a Social Security scam 2 weeks ago. The woman received a call from a man claiming to be from the Social Security office. She was told her Social Security number was stolen and needed to be verified. The resident gave him her number. Hingham Police remind residents that no legitimate company or government agency will ever initiate a call and then ask for a Social Security number. If contacted by someone claiming to be from Social Security or another government agency, hang up, then contact that agency independently. Our guest today is one of the famous reindeer bringing up the rear, known for pranks, that famous Blitzen. Here to explain what reindeer are, where they're from, what they do on that magical night delivering toys with Santa all across the globe. So Blitzen, it's great to have you here on the set today. So let's first start with, what exactly are reindeer and how do you survive the cold? And better yet, how did you come to fly?
Well, I'm from Siberia, but there are many reindeer that are from other parts of the world as well. Northern Europe, as well as Antarctica. So we are able to withstand cold weather because we were born in cold weather. Did you know that the reason why we're able to withstand cold so much is because our noses are integrated with special warming capabilities that can make the air warmer before it reaches our lungs, which makes it that much better for us to be able to breathe at high atmospheres as well as the North Pole.
I understand that you were at Christmas in the Square this year. So let's talk about what that was like for you. What was your experiences there?
Yeah, Christmas in the Square was great. You know, you take your photo with a bunch of kids and they smile and you smile. And, you know, it's always nice to see people other than elves. And it's always a little annoying when the kids try to get on you and try to ride you around. But, you know, you just handle those kids.
I see.
And, you know, it's all good fun. And, of course, Santa always loves coming to this town. In particular, he always looks forward to that day so much every year. He always talks about it. So it's something that we always do look forward to.
Well, I personally had a great time at Christmas in the Square this year, and particularly with Santa arriving on the fire truck. And all the local families arriving to take photographs with Santa. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yes, indeed. It was a fun day.
So now let's talk about the crew. And let's first start with Dasher.
Oh, Dasher.
So a little bit of background here. Dasher is the eldest of Santa's reindeer, respected by all other reindeer, and is the leader of the pack. And when Santa takes a flight, Dasher calls out the directions and everyone follows.
Yeah. He likes to think that he knows everything up there, doesn't he?
And then we have Dancer. Flying to the right of Dasher in front of the pack, Dancer sometimes forgets to take his earphones out while he's flying. He loves dancing, hence his name, and his favorite dance is the merengue.
Indeed it is, and he's so cocky with that. You know, he thinks that he is so good that he doesn't need to necessarily listen. But, you know, sometimes it does veer us off course a little bit, and Santa doesn't necessarily always like that. But, you know, he's still a very good flyer. So.
Number 3 is Prancer. Every morning, Prancer leads the exercise for all of Santa's reindeer. Lately, he's been adding yoga to his exercise routines, and sometimes the reindeer get their antlers tangled.
Oh my gosh, one day we were there for like 10 minutes trying to untangle all of our antlers at once. And he's such a fitness nut. It's crazy with all the stuff that he's doing with the protein powders and the yoga and all the different types of exercises. It's too much.
Vixen. This is the youngest of the group. And when Vixen's not flying with Santa, she spends her nights with her friends. She enjoys board games and is a pro at Monopoly. She actually won a 6-month Monopoly marathon.
Yeah, she did. She whooped my butt pretty well down Broadway, that's for darn sure. I thought I had her, but she really knows how to work that board, man.
And then we've got Comet. This is the fastest reindeer in the sky. Comet made headlines in every newspaper as the only reindeer to run in a horse race. She actually wore a hat to hide her antlers, but with her speed, it blew off and she got disqualified.
Yeah, and I tried to help her with that too. It was a tough one. We thought that we really had it secure on there nice and tight, but alas, it just wasn't good enough.
And then we got Cupid. Cute as a button she is. Cupid has won the Miss Reindeer pageant for the last 300 plus years. She's a part-time veterinarian and helps out with all the animals all around the North Pole. There isn't an animal that she doesn't love.
Yeah, that's true. She's little Miss Goody Two-Shoes, you know. She is a very wonderful and sweet reindeer, though. Very, very nice.
And then we have Donder. Santa has to put Donder in the back of the pack because he's a little forgetful.
That's one way of putting it.
Santa once put him in the front of the pack and they ended up in Jamaica.
Oh, God, I remember that day. Oh, it was rough. He has the attention span of a goldfish. You can't trust him with anything.
Then there's you, Blitzen. Now, you're a bit of a group prankster, I hear. That you once greased the landing runway for Santa and the reindeer and they crashed into the candy factory. Is that true?
Yeah, that was a good one.
So Santa has to keep his eye on you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he does. But, you know, we're pals. It's all in good fun, you know? I mean, sometimes I'll admit I do take it a little too far. But, you know, it's all in good nature. You know, you got to have a little angst. You got to have a little fun in your life.
Let's talk a little bit more about your relationship with Santa. How close are you two?
Santa and I are really good buds. He's so cool, and he thinks I'm cool too. Even though I can be a troublemaker at times, I will admit I do make some, you know, things that he's not happy with. But he does let me sleep at the end of his bed every night, and you know, he'll give me special treats, and so Mrs. Claus will always, you know, give me something special almost every day. So we're good buds.
Let's talk about Mrs. Claus. What's she like? And is she nice?
Oh, Mrs. Claus is wonderful. She is a terrific cook. Her pies are out of this world. Oh, they are so delicious. And she's always so kind to us reindeer. She always makes sure that we're taken care of. Of course, Santa does his fair share of making sure that we're taken care of as well. But she's just a wonderful woman filled with so much joy and light. She is definitely one that you would want to be around forever.
And how about the elves? You get along with the elves?
Yeah, some of them I like to play little tricks on here and there. And there's, of course, some that play tricks on me, and it's all in good fun. So.
I understand you're not so happy about being in the back of the pack, and that you once actually attempted to bribe your way to the front with some carrots.
No, I will not admit to that quid pro quo. No, that was not me. Although, being in the back is not as great as I would like it to be.
All right, well.
No, I plead the fifth on that one. No, I did not do that. No.
All right, well then we'll blame it on the whistleblower. How's that?
All right, yeah, that sounds good to me. The whistleblower, yeah.
And lastly, the most famous of all, his name being the youngest.
No, we do not talk about that little red mouse pipsqueak. No, we don't talk about him.
So do I sense a little envy between you and the reindeer rooms at the front?
No, we do not talk about him.
And why not? Why can't we talk about it?
Well, because Joe, he's copywritten.
What?
Mm-hmm.
We can't say his name because he's copywritten.
Exactly, Joe.
Who would have figured?
Mm-hmm.
But at least we can describe him, right?
Yes, it is true. I mean,
He's got a red nose.
Yes, and
that's why Santa puts him up front.
Stocky little thing, and
kind of leads the charge. Gets everyone excited, jazzed up. Surely you've got to go with the flow on that, right?
Well, yeah, but it's all good. It's all in good fun, Joe.
So you're always looking to pull pranks, even along the way, the route itself.
Sometimes I do, just slip a small one in here or there. You got to have a little bit of fun. It's a long night, Joe.
Speaking of which, how on earth are you able to cover the entire planet in one night delivering gifts to all the children?
Oh, well, Joe, it's very complex and crazy. It's something that you might not even be able to understand. But what it is Santa has this special crystal ball, and he says into it where he wants to go next. If he says, I want to go to Australia, a teleport opens, and we fly through it, and there we are in Australia, and we cover that region. And then he says, I want to go to China, and then a portal opens again, and we fly through, and we're in China.
Really?
Nah, Joe, it's simple. It's time dilation. It's, when you travel fast as the speed of light, time starts to slow down. So we have all the time in the world at night. I thought you would have known that.
That's really interesting.
Indeed it is, and we're able to do it because we can fly as fast as the speed of light.
That's what makes you special as reindeer.
Indeed it does.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about how special you reindeer are? Or you, yourself? Any hidden secrets that we don't already know about?
Well, even though I am a prankster and I always seem like I'm getting other people into trouble, I do have a good heart, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that about me. But I am just a loving, caring reindeer. So a lot of people don't tend to know that about poor old Blitzen.
Well, Blitzen, I really appreciate your hanging out with us here in the studio. Want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, successful mission on Christmas Eve. Don't forget to make a pit stop here in the studio on your way.
Oh, of course we will. We always stop here every Christmas.
Awesome. Let me have a high five or high hoof.
Yes, high hoof. That's
high
what
hoof.
we call
there,
it.
There
High
we go.
hoof.
A high
Yes,
hoof.
yes.
All right. Thank you, Blitzen.
Thank you, Joe.